Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to another Elder Scrolls Legends Let's Play video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing our Return to Clockwork City playthrough with Episode 5, The Furnace Depths. Let's hop right in. We only have one match.
The hero tumbled through the darkness. When they awoke, they were alone in the depths of the city, in a chamber that was fast collapsing.
When a rune is broken, a boulder falls to deal 3 damage to a random target. Time is running out. Okay. Alright, so here's the thing. It just so happens that my daily quest for today is to win 5 more Telvanni games, but I just use that as an excuse to play Telvanni in the last video. So I am going to use this deck to try to get through that quest, because if I do complete it, I think I earn a pack, which is really cool because I don't actually have any Houses of Morrowind cards. I mean, anyone who's watching will know I have a literal handful. But I'm not going to start with that. I'm actually going to start with, I made a Dagoth Rage jank deck, and that's because I've never actually played Dagoth before. And again, the reason behind that is I don't have the God. I only have one card that meets the criteria of all 3 of these attributes. So it wasn't immediately obvious for me to play it. That said, I basically could just take the green-blue cards that I had in my Telvanni and then fill it in with other good red cards and essentially have a deck. So one of the Ascended Sleepers, the card that I have that is the requirement for me to actually play this. And then, you know, I made it a Rage deck. And the reason I made it a Rage deck is because, one, I don't have a lot of great cards, as everyone knows. Like, I think I actually am getting to a point where I have decent cards, but it's only because I played the expansions. Like, look at all the cards that I am running because of the expansions. Protector of the Innocent, Brotherhood Slayer, Astrid, Quicksilver Crossbow. You know, all those cards are available because of the expansion and whatnot. Sails Through Storms, that type of thing. But I'm also playing Rage because I'm not exactly sure what the ratio of Rage targets to Unstoppable Rage is that you actually want in a deck. But having Tazcat, Vigilant Giant, and Ancano for Breakthrough is pretty good. And then I also have Brynjolf for the life gain, Moonlight Werebat for the life gain, Territorial Viper, Sanctuary Pet, and Astrid for the lethal wipe out a whole lane type effect. And there are also just good power rage creatures in this deck. You know, like Cliff Racer is 4, Leaf Lurker is 4, Sails Through Storms is 5, Shearpoint Dragon is 4, Eclipse Baroness is 5. So even if I have to Desperation Rage on a card that doesn't have an attribute that I'm really looking for, like Lethal or Drain or Breakthrough or something, there's at least still some pretty beefy creatures in this deck that I think would be sufficient rage targets, which was the theory behind including it. We're obviously playing the value package of having Eclipse Baroness, which of course will win us the game. Sails Through Storms, because if this card hits, it hits like a truck. It's one of those, you play it and your opponent either immediately removes it, or even if you just hit once and get a free creature out of it, doing 5 damage and getting a free creature, especially if you put, just again, good value creatures into your deck. And there's a lot of creatures in this deck that have summon effects, Shrieking Harpy, Ward Crafter, Morkel Gatekeeper, Sanctuary Pet, Skaven Pyromancer, there's a lot of creatures that have summon effects, so hitting one of those creatures off of Sails Through Storms just makes it even better. Tazcat, Lanath, Vigilant Giant, Eclipse Baroness, Ancano, Shearpoint Dragon, every single one of our high-end creatures has a summon effect, so it just seems really great. And again, worst comes to worst, it just eats a piece of premium removal, like a Piercing Javelin or something, so that's fine. But otherwise, yeah, it's your pretty standard value Dagoth deck, and this is obviously not the best build out there, but it's what I've got, so it's what we're going to play. So we're going to take it out. A lot of these cards I've played extensively before, so it should feel pretty familiar. And then the red, we're just adding some cycling, Archer's Gambit, because this card can get super cute. Quicksilver Crossbow. These two cards can get really cute with lethal creatures, or, again, we just talked about Sails Through Storms. You could just play this out, shift it, ping. And then we're running a one of Battle Mage's Onslaught. And I actually think that this card is extremely powerful. Little side rant here. I don't love RNG effects in games, but the fact that you can essentially get a 3-for-1 out of this, an action, an item, and a creature, all for 4, like draw 3 cards for 4 is basically how this reads. Again, you could draw 3 shit cards, but this is pretty janky, and the deck is called Dagoth Rage Jank. So let's have a little bit of fun with it while we can. Otherwise, I think it's pretty solid. I don't know. I haven't played in ranked play with it, so I have absolutely no idea. It probably would honestly get wrecked, but we're going to play it here, and we'll probably switch between playing Telvanni and other decks in this chapter just to get that quest completed and hopefully unlock 6 cards that I don't already have. Verminous Fabricant. Sure. Mono Red. This could be a bad deck to be playing against Mono Red. We may want to play something that's a bit more guard-centric and controlling, more spot removal, Firebolt, Execute, Crushing Blow, that type of thing, but we'll see. We may have to change our strategy a bit for this match. This deck also is a good choice in this matchup because it's resilient to that 3 damage thing. Like, a lot of our early creatures die to it, but a lot of our late game will not. So, let's get some information here. So this is, time is running out. Oh. Oops. So we only have 10 turns to win, and when a rune is broken, this deals 3 damage to a creature or player. Yeah. So had I known that we only have 10 turns to win, I would have just picked an aggro deck to try to win. So I'm going to call this as most likely a loss, but you know what? Let's just play it out and see how it plays. I've never played it before, so... Alright, we have 3 super playable cards early in the game, so... And considering our objective is win, we're just going to jam some power on board, and Lightning Bolt is really great. Could help us either close the game or... yeah, I think we're going to Wardcrafter this because... We're either going to Wardcrafter this or we're going to Shrieking Harpy that. One way or the other, we put 2 more power on board, and this survives another turn. Like, it's imperative that we actually get damage down.
As long as I draw breath.
So I think we just Harpy this, possibly save the ward effect for something a little bit more powerful. I'm not sure. This is a more vital effect, I think, than the Shackle, so we'll just make the tempo play for now. Save the ward for... I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what we would use this for, actually, but this seems smart. Plus, it keeps 5 power on board. The problem is, when we destroy a rune next turn, it is highly likely that one of our creatures will die. So we will want to attack before we play anything else, because we don't want anything else to eat one of those boulders. One of the, the falling boulders. Yeah, so this is actually tremendously bad for us. The fact that our opponent is playing value is... This actually is destructible, so if we played a deck with support destruction, we could actually kill this, stabilize, and play a long game if we wanted to. Because I don't think this deck is good against a long game. We have to play this, or we have to trade there, but I don't see a way that we win in 7 turns with the current strategy. Like, that's fine. We're still going to get in for 3, and then hopefully hopefully it goes face, and we can just play another creature out. The other consideration is that we play Wardcrafter first, give this a ward, attack, and then if this hits this, it keeps it alive. Like, let's do the math. If we attack right now, we have a 50% chance of losing this creature and a 50% chance of the damage going face, right? Dealing 3 damage to a random creature or player. Oh. So actually, any creature or player. So if we attack here and break this rune, there's a 25% chance that Brotherhood Slayer dies. If we Wardcrafter it, then it adds a creature. So then there is a 0% chance that Brotherhood Slayer dies, and only a 20% chance that Wardcrafter would die, because there would then be 5 targets on the board.
Careful there, friend. It's nothing personal.
Alright. Ended up working out. Okay, that's fine. Our opponent cannot break another rune this turn. Alright, that is not great.
It's nothing personal.
Our opponent is going to break 2 runes next turn, so it is possible that we just need to play out more power. If I could play another spell, I would, but I can't. And I'm going to save this because we have shenanigans, but I mean, silencing this stuff is fine. Oh my god. It was the wildest chain of events, but unfortunately it worked out very poorly for us. Very poorly for us. And we have to win, and we are running out of time to do that. Like, really, really, really hard. So we can go 5, 6, and eliminate 2 things, or we could go 6 and eliminate 1 thing, or we can go 5, 6, 7 and eliminate 3 things, because we can Cliff Racer into 1 thing, we can shift this, ping that, attack into something, Cliff Racer stays alive. I don't, you know, this may not be the right line. It's a line that I like. Ping that.
It's nothing personal.
Do we just attack? Because next turn, I mean, next turn again, the chain reaction is just going to go off. But, like, my instinct is control the board. But what does killing this 1 thing do? Like, our opponent attacked for 6, 7, 8, breaks a ton of runes, but then stuff bounces around, and let's do it. Nice. Brutal.
The day is mine.
Sure. Okay, so how do we play this out? I'm more worried about the clock than actually dying. We can do a lot of things on this turn. We can use this just to kill something. We can use this just to kill something. We can silence this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or, yeah, I mean, like, I like silencing that and killing it. +1/+1 here, killing this, getting in for 5. That would use 7, and then we could always just firebolt something else. Alright,
The forest will not suffer your presence.
I'm in with that plan 100% because I think I have to be. Do I attack here, or do I firebolt that now to prevent breaking another rune and possibly losing one of my creatures? Yes, I do. Oh my god, that's so good right now. Well, actually, I just win. Because I go 5 and then Lightning Bolt. This is why I love Lightning Bolt so much as a card, because of situations like this. Huh. 1 damage away. Look at that. Well, we're going to Lightning Bolt for the victory. So, we got there. I honestly did not think this was the deck for that. Because of these random effects and everything in that match. Like, that did not showcase what that deck was supposed to do at all. But I think everyone honestly gets the point. It's just kind of, again, good value Dagoth. Let's see what our game rewards are. We got Verminous Fabricant, which is if you have a colorless card in play, silence another creature. Silencing is also a really, really, really great effect in this game. So this is the red version of the, if you have a colorless card in play, do something. Again, all of these are conditional, but 2 for a 2/2 body, it's just like an early play, and if you do already have a colorless card, then... Or the thing is, you can even wait till later in the game to do this, because it's basically, this basically reads for 2, silence a creature. And the only other effects that I know that do that, the bow does it for 2, but I don't know, like Earthbone Spinner does it for 4, that Argonian does it for 5. So, in terms of a silence effect, this is one of the cheaper ways that you can pull it off.
The hero had reached stable ground, for now, but from all around they could hear the rumbling of the city being reshaped by Mechanar, and they feared for their friends.
I would fear for my friends, too. I don't really think it matters where we go next.
Only way out is through that hall full of pistons, but they're not moving. Maybe I can pry them open with bursts of magical energy.
Play as Laneth. You can't attack until you play an action. This sounds like my kind of deck. Let's do it. Pretty cool looking Nyxhound Fabricant. Pretty neat looking thing. Mono green. Okay, so this is... I wonder if this is... I think we played as Laneth once before. I can't remember. Can we please? Come on. Friendly creatures can't attack unless you played an action this turn. That's, like, cool, but also a bit annoying. I think we just keep this because we have a curve, right? And we have Revealing the Unseen, which enables Scroll Seeker. So let's just keep this. Sure. Yeah, it's super annoying. Super, super annoying.
You call it theft, I call it learning.
That is fine. Fine taking the 2 damage there. So what we can do is we can be super greedy and play Crystal Tower Crafter over here. And then, next turn, we can play Revealing the Unseen, buff Crystal Tower Crafter, buff this, attack in, stabilize a bit, and then we'll have 2 more actions in our hand to fuel future attacks. Or, we can use a Ring Charge, play Revealing the Unseen now, enable this to attack, give it the buff, trade into this, and move on. I don't think that the 2 damage right now is crippling. Like, I think that if we play the greedy game and our opponent can't answer it, then it just works out better for us long term. So I'm going to make the greedy play, but I want to acknowledge that that is in fact the greedy play. So, alright. See, again, like, this survived, and so now we can... like one way or the other, we're going to... So here's a consideration. We could reveal the Unseen now, which is fine, and it buffs that. But it honestly doesn't even matter. Because if we even cast a spell, this can trade. So I'm thinking we just Reverberating Strike, and then trade, and then we clear the board, and we can reevaluate board position next turn then.
I can't stand. There's more to come.
And again, if this goes unanswered, it's just going to get bigger and bigger. We could potentially be able to play 2 actions next turn with Revealing the Unseen. Although, again, we may just make the greedy play and jam the Lilandra Hexmage. So this is the icon. 4 for a 3/3 with Drain. Summon if you have a colorless card in play. Shackle an enemy creature. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that at all. So this could attack into this if I don't jam a bunch of actions this turn and make it huge. So I can go... Oh, that won't work, because then I need to draw a 1-cost action to be able to make this... Okay, so here's the line. Or here's the options. Scroll Seeker first. And then Revealing the Unseen to buff Scroll Seeker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So 2/2 with Ward. And make this a 3/3 so it will trade evenly. And then if we somehow draw a 1-cost action or below, we can use the Ring Charge to cast it, buff this out of the range of dying to this. Or what we do is we reveal the Unseen first and sacrifice the opportunity to buff this, and then we would have actions that were 2-cost or below to get this out of the range of this. I mean, I think I'm fine just letting this be an even trade if that's what our opponent chooses to do. And usually our opponent will just go face anyway, because I'm pretty sure the AI is just programmed to do as much face damage as possible. So, once again, we're making the greedy play.
Theft. I call it learning.
Nope. Oh god.
Now I understand.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, this worked out. This ended up being a better line only because we drew 2 6-drops. But these 6-drops actually, like, in next turn, either one of these might actually be a really viable play. So
There's more to come.
yeah, so our opponent gets to trade here if they so choose, but that's fine. At least we take it down with us. Oh my god. Yeah, see, just 100% faces the place. Sure. Kind of dumb, but, you know, sure. So we actually may want to use Ransack. Like, normally I think this card is bad, but we can just kill that, buff this, maybe attack here, and then be able to trade next turn. Sweet.
There's more to come.
And our opponent keeps gaining life, so we just kind of get these free hits, right?
I can't stand interruptions.
Yeah, like, still just keeps going face. I don't think we have an answer for this, Clockwork Scorpion. The only reason I know this card is because, again, somebody used it against me, and I thought that it was excellent. 6 for a 3/7, with Drain and Lethal. And when I say somebody used it against me, what I mean is somebody used this as a rage target against me, and went to Absolute Value Town. So I need to be able to play an action this turn in order to attack, but I don't have an action I can play. And if I play this out this turn, I don't have 2 actions next turn I can play. I have Ice Storm, and maybe I'll draw something else, but... I mean, Ice Storm would then kill everything, right? God, this is so bad. I don't really have a better play. I mean, I could Ice Storm now. Like, I don't have the 2-action synergy to justify playing this out yet. I think you probably want to play this card on the turn that you can trigger it. This card is really cool. When it dies, you know, you get an action. That's fine. Yeah, let's play that now. If we draw into another action next turn, we can play them both, possibly. Tremendous. Well, that Ice Storm is looking better and better. Oh, but you know what? I can't attack here first. Yep, I can. Alright.
I can't stand interruptions.
We're gonna die. And we get possibly the worst one? Yeah, okay. And our opponent just is gaining life like absolute crazy.
They'll never outsmart me.
Shall we begin?
I don't have any actions. This deck is built around action synergy, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actions. But I only actually had 3 from the deck itself. So 3 actions and a bunch of cards that are supposed to revolve around playing actions, but I haven't drawn any actions. And now we're going to take 3 more here. We're going to take 5 more here. Reverberating Strike. Yeah. Hurts. Okay. Really need another action here. No, discard that. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So we go. How do we want to play this out? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can play this, and then play 2 actions, draw a card, trigger this, trigger all these. I'm just worried about our life total. Like, we need a way to gain life or stabilize real fast. So we go Reverberating Strike here. Yeah. And then I think I want to keep this alive. Like, I hate to use a lightning bolt on a bat, but
Brains overflow.
There's more to come.
Looking to make a purchase?
yeah, this is fine. We get a card and an Atronach. Does it just default to give you the worst Atronach? Every card in their deck is designed to gain them life. Do we want College of Winterhold? Yeah. I've never played with this card. I've actually never played against this card. The reason I know it exists is because I did look through the card library and get familiar with all the cards, and I've kind of been salivating over this College of Winterhold support. Just seems like something I want to be playing right this second. And obviously using immediately. Alright. Arrow in the knee, shackle a creature and deal 1 damage to it. Move a friendly creature, draw a card. I like drawing a card. What would we move? We would move this over here, draw a card, and then attack into that. Sure, let's do that. Because we could shackle that, but if we could just kill it instead, that's even better. So we'll move this first to get information. Now let the record show we could play out some number of these, but if I play one of these out and then move this and draw like a 4-drop that I really want to play, I just lose the opportunity. Versus if I do this first, yeah, we miss activations, but then if I don't draw anything else I want to play, I can just play both of these out and then they'll trigger next turn. Yeah, so let's just do this. Like, I don't want to play this.
Brains of a broad.
There's more to come.
Hands off my way.
I don't even know if I want to play these out. Like, I'd rather have the Atronach than these, and I think I would rather even have this than these, just so that I can get that action going. I didn't play a second action, I didn't get the Atronach, but I'm okay with that. Another one of those damn scorpions. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. We definitely trigger that every time. So if we trigger this, we can... Alright, like this trades with this. We play this. We do 2 to that. It's still at 5. So we would need help from the College of Winterhold to... But this would guarantee we could play 2 actions this turn between the Firebolt and the College. Or this would also give us an action. I think it's worth keeping this just for the guaranteed removal. Like, if our opponent plays something over here, we don't have an answer for it, and we're so low on life that just knowing we have a Firebolt is probably worth it alone. So let's do this first. Yep, silence a creature, then deal 2 damage to it. So the cute play is to take Plunder, because this allows us to have the most fun here. But Sorcerer's Negation to Sorcerer's Negation this. Deal 2 damage to it, 2 more from Cunning Ally. Yeah, we'd still lose this anyway, right? So let's just make the fun play. Like, we might end up losing to this Scorpion now. That's... Oh god, I need to play an action first, that's right. Alright, Steel Scimitar, and you shield. Alright, sweet, we're doing it. So, guard, summon, +1/+1 for each enemy creature in this lane. So we can go Cunning Ally.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Boom.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Action. Boom. Oh my god. Deal 7 damage to a creature, draw a card. Guys, holy shit. The perfect action. And by perfect, I mean, wait for it, perfect.
There's more to come.
We're just going to attack for a bazillion.
Hands off my way.
You like that attack order? You like that? That was pretty cool, right? That was great. I'm not going to lie. It was completely by accident. Yeah, here's what I'm talking about, man. Thank God we kept that Firebolt. Or took that Firebolt. Alright. Oh, sweet. Like, could it get better than this? That's fine. Do you have a Tazcat? They may still have a Tazcat. We wouldn't die to it, but... Alright. All of these things are fine. Alright. Let's have the most fun this turn we can possibly have. We're keeping Lightning Bolt, obviously. Like, we don't even need it, but it's just we're obviously keeping it. How many cards do we have in our hand? 9? Sure, let's go to 10. Draw a copy of a friendly creature. Destroy an enemy support or... Wow, what card is this? Dismantle? I've never seen this before. Destroy an enemy support or colorless creature, huh? Well, that would... Interestingly enough, that would work really well in this instance. Draw a copy of a friendly creature. What do we draw? That doesn't seem great. Alright, so dismantle. Sure. So, let's have a bit of fun here. We can go Fireball. Dismantle. Navigator? Should have done that first, by the way. Oh my god. Moment of clarity. Oh my god, we're doing it. At the end of your turn, if you have a creature with 5 power or more, draw a card. I know what these two things do. I didn't know what this one did. This must be new in this new expansion. We have a creature with 5 power or more. Oh my god, we're doing it. Do we have to end the game this turn? Everyone should see the look on my face. It's the look of utter disappointment that we have a one-hit kill, and even though I really want to drag this game out and have more fun with it, because I'm having a blast, I honestly think the responsible thing to do is just, you know, equip Steel Scimitar so that we can do the maximum amount of damage, so our opponent really gets the memo that they are fucking dead.
There's more to come.
And then attack for 11. See, that's the kind of thing that a human opponent would do. Like, as I've played enough PvP games to know that I'm not gonna lie. Here's another criticism. A lot of the people who play this game I found to be a bit rude. They'll do stuff like that, like, again, cute, flashy, I don't know, I just think it's disrespectful. Like, if you have 9 damage in one creature and your opponent is at 9 life, just win the game. Don't be equipping items and doing all this other, I don't want to say stupid shit, but, like, there's no place for that in games like this. I'm sorry. It's bad for the community. Alright, so we know that this card can be good. Drain and Shackle and a Shackle effect, 4 for a 3/3 that does those things, seems reasonable. I don't know what else is really in the 4-drop spot in green. A lot of times I've been comparing these cards to other things that are in the same mana cost slot, but I don't know what else is in the 4-drop spot. So that just means I really have weak 4-drop green creatures.
We should find Swims at night. Hopefully he's having an easier time than we did.
Oh, come on. We had the easiest time ever. We stabilized and 100% wrecked our opponent.
Trapped in a cavern filling with water. Only one tunnel out. Time to live up to my name.
I don't really like water. It's the #1 reason why BioShock as a game is terrible. Everyone who just heard me say that just went in a complete uproar because they're like, BioShock is the greatest game of all time. This guy lost all credibility. Yeah, I'm full of shit. BioShock is the greatest game of all time. One of my favorites. Probably played through BioShock like, I don't know, 10 times. And on the hardest difficulty and I did it without dying for the trophy. Without using a Vita Chamber. Is that what they're called? Vita Chambers? Yeah, without using a Vita Chamber for the trophy so I could platinum the game. That's right. So everyone calm down. I like BioShock. Although, let's be real, BioShock 2 was basically a shameless ripoff. And Infinite changed the game a bit. I actually really liked Infinite, but still not as good as the original game. So we have Shackle an enemy creature, which is fine. Move a creature, draw a card, and move a creature, give it a buff. So here's my thing about this opening hand. It doesn't really do anything, right? Like, you know what? Let's get our information first. At the start of your turn, give friendly creatures +1/+0. That's absolutely disgusting. Like, I just feel like this is not what we want in our opening hand. And I kind of also feel like Shadow Shift isn't what we want either. I think we want to be looking for other creatures to play in conjunction with Dune Smuggler. I could be wrong. I've never really played these cards in Constructed before, so I'd love to do like a move package with maybe like some Slay creatures. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's kind of gimmicky, but... Oh, a Swindler's Market deck. That's what we're doing here. Okay. Okay. That is fine. Let's just contest that immediately. Yep. Sure. I think we have to jam Swindler's Market. Yep. We're going to jam a bunch of Swindler's Markets. Next. Oh my god. We're going to be dead before we can get these Swindler's Markets online. Thieves Guild Recruit is good. It's not going to help us here. Brotherhood Slayer is also good. But I don't think it's... Do we want to be playing Brotherhood Slayer? I see what we're supposed to be doing here, but our opponent just got an insane start. And by insane start, I mean they played 2 mediocre creatures, but this buff is going to kill us. So, we play Brotherhood Slayer over here. It survives a turn. We shift it over here, attack, play a bunch of zero-cost stuff. Our opponent loses life. We gain life. Is that what we want to be doing? Do we want to play Swindler? We're going to need to do something about the board, so we need to play Brotherhood Slayer. That's the bottom line. Sure. Caravan Enforcer. When it moves, he gains +1/+1. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to slaughterfish in each lane. Like, this could not be going worse. Alright, okay. All this is fine. It's absolutely 100% the opposite of fine. Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
I just made the greediest of all plays, by the way. Like, the ultimate level of greed. So we play this. We go to 2. We use this. We go to 3. We play another Swindler's Market. We curse that. Okay. And then we take 10, 11. Yeah. Okay. God, we are so dead. Oh my god, we are so dead. Alright. I don't care about the life gain. I care about the health. This would probably... This would not win us the game. It would be something. The problem is we can't keep anything alive. We could... Oh, I just saw the line. So we attack their biggest creature, we get a contract. We use the contract to Smuggler's Hall, we get 4 more things, and then we just kind of hope that we can out life gain the damage that our opponent is doing. Yeah. This has to be the only way that we have a chance at winning this game. Shackle is perfect. Guard is perfect. Curse is perfect. Okay. I mean, we can't actually curse anything down, right? No. But we can shackle something down, which we will do. What is this? A friendly creature ignores guards and can attack creatures in any lane this turn. So maybe we give up on the move package and we kill a creature. We paralyze a creature. We're just going to do this. Okay. Right. So we want to attack their biggest threat. We want to play this over here. We want to paralyze that, so then we'll take no damage next turn.
My sword is yours.
Move this first, that way it gets the buff from the cat. And then it can kill this when that attacks into it.
You will die, Shadeskin.
Okay, so we also could curse this to keep this alive. No, because it gets +1 plus whatever, so we don't want to do that. Okay, pass. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Nice. Well, we can kill that. Actually... let's do this first.
What have we here?
Yeah, let's draw first. Okay, Goblin Skulk is good. But I don't think it survives. Like, I think we have to play Murkwater Shaman. Curse. Attack. Then we take 10, 11, 12. We're, like, practically dead anyway. So 10, 11, 12, and we just hope that our opponent doesn't have another giant bat. Okay. Okay. So we really need to cycle like crazy to try to... yeah, like we need to cycle to draw cards. Because we need more... zero cost creatures. This is not gonna do it. It is not gonna do it.
My scales weave in shadow.
Yeah, like, we need more zero cost cards in order to win. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so we have to retry. We didn't get there. So now I know this deck is running Goblin Skulks, Curses, Swindler's Market. These Swindler's Market combo decks are really hard to pull off, especially when they run cards that I don't think are great in them. And this effect that our opponent has is super great. So now we know we don't want that. We don't want that. We want Fighters Guild Recruit. We want to look for Goblin Skulks. We have a Swindler's Market. That's fine. Our opponent took a turn off. That's great. We're just going to play Fighters Guild Recruit. Sure, that's fine. Because it's only going to do 2 damage this turn. Our opponent doesn't seem to have removal for Murkwater Shaman, so we will go Swindler's Market now. Okay. We're going to take 1,000,000 again. Because I'm going to, I'm going to make the greedy play. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. I think maybe I just need to not be making the greedy plays here. Or the greedy play, as it were. That's fine. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Okay. This actually worked out. This actually worked out. Well, we have to do this. Don't care about my opponent's life total. I actually prefer if they gain a little life so they don't draw cards off of Swindler's Market, but we can go Curse. Curse. Okay. So we're going to take 5, and next turn we're going to gain 2 back, but we can Fighter's Guild Recruit and Ransack to prevent some of that. Oh no, we can't Ransack next turn. Yeah, we're not attacking. Yep. Our opponent is just putting down Mega Power. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. Okay. So, we can shift this, kill that, and then also curse something.
There are ill winds this way.
Right. Kill that. Kill that. Do this. And then our opponent needs to trade one of these bigger creatures into this, which is good. We're at 18, which is a pretty good place to stabilize. And then next turn we can ransack anything our opponent plays, I believe. Plus, again, another curse. Oh, I forgot about that bonus. You gotta be kidding. Yep. Mm-hmm. This is the most difficulty I've had with one of these in a very long time. Okay, so we can go for the Smuggler's Hall play, which I think might keep us alive, or we go for Ransack, Curse, Move, Attack. That clears everything. So the question is, does it actually matter for us to take 4 next turn to keep this alive? Like, I don't think we win because we buff creatures, right? We win because we have Swindler's Market and things like Smuggler's Hall. That's how we stabilize and then we win. So do we just want to clear the board now? Or we could move this. It would buff it. We could attack. It moves back. It gets cover. Thus keeping everything alive. Nice. That is fine. We will curse that 100%. 100% curse this card. Alright, sweet. So, do we go Smuggler's Hall again? Because that just... It's not the most efficient use of our... Let's actually curse this first and see if our opponent gets anything off a rune. No. Okay. So, what do we want to do that's the most mana-efficient play? I want to play Thieves Guild Recruit and Brotherhood Slayer? Like, we played Brotherhood Slayer here. This just attacks into it, right? But I guess that's fine. It prevents the face damage. Let's do this first. Oh, yeah, Lockpick. We're doing it. Lockpick is terrible. Got us a Caravan Enforcer, which is shocking.
Just give me a name.
Oh my god. I get it. Lockpick draws you a 0-cost card. Or it could be a 0-cost card. I probably should have bartered Lockpick away, honestly. that That would have been the right line there. I didn't even think about it. Do I want to attack for 5 and give my opponent another card? I think at this point our life total is good enough that we can afford to do that. Yeah. So this has been the most interesting game I've ever played here. This weird Swindler's Market. Yep. Oh, we have another curse target. Look at that. Thieves Guild recruit. Well, we're going to draw first again. Paralyze is great. Let's curse this. We can attack here, get a 0-cost card. Get a 0-cost contract. Maybe we Smuggler's Hall first to see what we get off of that. It could influence our decisions. That's good. Don't know what that is. I know what that is. Yep. Moving this, like if we move that, oh no, this is look at the top card of your deck, you may discard it. Oh sure, let's get some information first.
Nothing will trace back to us.
Ooh, yeah, we'll keep that. We want to paralyze one of these. So let's just get that out of our hand so we're not looking at it. And then we want to play this over here. So let's play that so we're not looking at it. Then we can figure out what we want to do with... That actually is a real big problem for us. Can we win this turn? Oh, we actually can just win this turn, right? Because we can go like this. Right. We can do 2, 4, 6 with these alone.
My scales move in shadow.
You will die, Shapeskin.
And we're definitely going for the completed contract kill. We're going to complete this contract with ha 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 ha. Guys, I don't know why anyone is watching through these awful, awful, awful narratives. Okay, so we finally figured out how the Swindler's Market deck is supposed to work. Seems like a good card, although I haven't seen it available. So we got to play as Loneth, and we got to play it as Swims at Night, which was actually really cool, playing two decks that I otherwise have not played or seen before. So it's always good playing something, just going in blind, learning how to play it on the spot. I think, let me give you my honest opinion. That action deck of Loneth's is a deck that I'm way more comfortable playing than the combo Swindler's Market deck. I've never really been a combo player, and you could probably see it in my weak lines of play. That Swindler's Market deck seems like it takes a... It seems like it's an extremely high challenge level deck to pilot correctly. And that is a testament to the players that actually can play those decks very well and very efficiently. When Basilisk takes damage and survives, summon a copy of it in the other lane. So what, if you just play it on 3, you can rapid shot it or something, it survives, so move it or give it ward and trade and it survives. So I'm not even gonna lie, this just seems straight up bad. Which again, I find myself saying about a lot of the cards in this expansion, so...
Fancy meeting you two here. Tell me you found a way out.
Not yet, but I think I saw the pulse of a memory star this way.
Ugh. Well, I can't cut a video off when there's a puzzle about to happen, so we're just doing it.
Become unstable. Left unchecked, it threatens to destroy the entire city. No matter the danger, I must venture into the chamber and devise a way to contain its power.
We only need to do 2 damage. That's promising. Use the power of the divine artifacts to win this turn. Okay. Well, the life gain doesn't matter because we need to win this turn. So we're once again facing down 2 of these 8/8 with breakthrough and guard. And we need to get through them both to win. And then there's also 2 other guards in play. So let's see what this is. I know what Orc Clan Captain does. I know what Skaven Pyromancer does. What does Cauldron Keeper do? Guard. Summon. Give your activated supports an extra use. You may activate your supports an extra time each turn. Wow, wouldn't this be insane with, like, Orb of Vermina, just steal 2 cards a turn? Like, if you had this out and it survived, and then like, if you played Orb, let's just say, and you used it once, it would be down to 2 charges, but then you played this the following turn, and it would go back up to 3 charges, and you can use it twice and go down to, I mean, you would go down to 1 charge, but you basically would just get, you draw 3 cards that one turn alone, and you would get 1 extra activation off of it. Oh, plus it has guard. Alright. I'm just thinking about the possibilities there. I froze for a second. Let's see what these do. Sunder 2, support. Activate. Move a friendly or enemy creature. Deal 1 damage to all creatures in a lane. And give a creature a ward. So I do think that we need to play Cauldron Keeper. Because how could we not, right? Like, we need to, and the reason I say I think we need to play Cauldron Keeper is because we need to be able to move at least 2 things. So, in order to get through somewhere. So, how do we not play Cauldron Keeper, right? So, that leaves us with 3, which means we either need to play Skaven Pyromancer. So here's the line. This is what I'm thinking. The most damage that we can do from one of these creatures is 1 with Orc Clan Captain. So I think Orc Clan Captain is the bait card here, and what we actually want to do is we want to move one of these creatures into this lane. So do we do this? Do we do give a creature a ward? Hold on a second. Yeah, give a creature a ward. Deal 1 damage to all creatures in a lane. Okay. And then we play this over here.
I sell cures for all ills.
And we give a creature ward. And we do 1 damage to all creatures in a lane. And then we move this creature. And we move this creature. We'll play Orc Clan Captain. And we win. This was the most complex one so far. But again, once you, like, you know that you need to be able to play Cauldron Keeper, right? Like, that honestly kind of might have been the trap card. But I think in this situation, it was obvious that we had to move at least 2 things, and that's what gave it away that we needed to play that. And once we knew we needed to play that, we could kind of craft the rest of... Alright, so we unlocked this Awakened Imperfect, which is 8 for an 8/8 with Breakthrough and Guard. Here's my thing about this card, okay? Now... Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Something that I should have started to consider when evaluating cards is their rarity, right? This is an uncommon, which means that it's easily acceptable and it's much easier to make with soul gems. Also, it's colorless, so it goes in any deck. But, what I think of when I see this card, 8 with an 8/8, with Breakthrough and Guard, is that Vigilant Giant card, which I just upgraded and am starting to run, is 8 for an 8/8 with Breakthrough and Guard, and when you summon it, you draw a card. So, in a vacuum, assuming an endless number of soul gems, let's just say, that card would be infinitely better. Now, I get that you can only play it in a red deck, but that card really does scream Unstoppable Rage. Like, do you just play that out without anything else? Like, I think it's probably one of the best top-end cards that red has. So in, like, some type of red, any other color control deck, you probably just play the Giant anyway. But would you play an effect like this without Rage? For 8? I don't think you do. I mean, that could just be me. But again, I've been playing in ranked play a bit, and I know that a new expansion just dropped, so the meta is completely undefined right now. That said, I played for like 2 solid weeks before the expansion dropped. I didn't see a single person play this card ever, and that Giant does get pretty solid play, so... Fabricate, action, put a custom creature... Oh, I'm sorry, not put. Build a custom creature and put it into your hand. Very cool. Also have never seen this played, but I could imagine doing some fun... Like, imagine just building like an RNG deck with this... the Revealing the Unseen, Battle Mage's Onslaught, Plunder. Like, I could easily see building like a blue-red RNG fun time deck. It would probably never win any games, let's be real, but just trying to figure out the best RNG line throughout the whole game would probably just be a riot to play. And your opponent would most likely just be thinking, the fuck is this guy doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're having fun.
Success. With these tools, modeled after Karganrot's own, I can control, shape, and even dismantle the heart, if necessary.
That's it. If we can find those 3 tools, we can destroy the heart and stop Mekinar.
Okay. Well, I honestly, let me just check to see. I think we're only halfway through this episode. Yeah, this is fine. We'll cut this video off here, and I'll come back and do the last 4. It's probably finding those 3 things and then battling Mekinar, perhaps, to finish out Act 3, which I'm assuming is going to take quite some time. So we'll cut this video off here. Really great being able to play with Loneth's and Swims at Night decks. Again, the story missions in this expansion have just been tremendous. Between the puzzles, the fact that we get to use other decks, the fact that the entire Frozen Path was essentially just some action mage, hilarious jank, incredibly fun to play experience. But yeah, what a good time we had struggling through the first half of episode 5. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games, and I will see you in the next video.